Good afternoon, ladies. Wonderful. Today, I really want to talk to you about the lifestyle side of the house. And I am going to ask for your participation and engagement because at the very end, I would love to help you solve problems. Okay. Now, on the live, especially at the end, I will ask you, what lifestyle problems are you facing right now? Right? Talk to me about it. And then I'll help you solve that. I'll provide solutions. We can talk through what you're facing. And as much as possible, I'll give you an actionable step for that. Okay. Beautiful. Welcome, you guys. Please say hello as you're coming on as well. Great to have you guys. Beautiful. So today we're talking about not rushing the lifestyle development process. And actually, while I'm doing that, let me pin this at the top of the group so you ladies can join. If you're watching this anywhere other than our Facebook group, please make sure to join Macro Tracking and Weightlifting for Women for a lot of great tips and education and just a place to be in the community together. Okay, got that pinned. Beautiful. So yesterday we talked through what does that lifestyle even look like, right? And what I'm realizing is there's so much disconnect between the right macros, the right weightlifting results, and lifestyle. And I think without realizing, a lot of ladies are missing that lifestyle piece. They think it's my macros, it's my macros, it's my macros. I need different macros or I need a different lifting program. Those things may be very true, especially on the lifting side. You guys have most likely heard me talk about that so many times. But now I want to shift gears to the lifestyle and what that looks like, okay? So I have some notes I'm going to reference. So when you see me looking down, that's why. Yeah. So the lifestyle side is just as important, if not more important, because that's where you're going to learn how to achieve and maintain these results that you want, right? Typically the women, I can almost say always, the women who don't achieve the results they want to achieve, it's because they weren't willing to go deep enough into the lifestyle, right? They weren't willing to let go of something in the past, like way overeating or choosing unhealthy choices or just whatever it is. But it takes a lot of time, right? And so sometimes, let's say in like 6 months, for example, you're still not compliant. You're still not there. Is that a failure? Do you think that's a failure, you guys? If after 6 months, lifestyle wise, you have not mastered like everything you need to do lifestyle wise to get the best results, do you see that as a failure? I would love to hear your response to just see what you ladies are thinking. I'll give you a moment. I know some of you just jumped on. And then I'll explain too. So I'll go ahead and share. It is not a failure. It is not a failure at all, because how many years or decades before this, before these 6 months of lifestyle coaching, have you been practicing different habits? Maybe 20 years, right? So in 6 months, do you feel like you can totally wipe away 20 years of habit building? It's not realistic, right? And so I think a lot of times, without realizing, it's not your fault, right? You're just doing the best you can. I think a lot of times without realizing, women put unrealistic expectations on themselves. I have to hit macros 7 days a week. I have to hit every lift and walk 10,000 steps and sleep at least 7 hours a day, or I failed. I can't do this. This just isn't for me. And it's like, oh my goodness, not at all. You just simply need more time. It took me 3 years to stop binge eating, ladies. 3 years of intentional effort. It was really deeply rooted inside, right? I binge ate for a long time. That's what I was taught in my family. My gosh, it took years, right? So allow yourself to have that time. So one of our gals, she's been 0 days compliant for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Then she got 1 day compliant for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, just 1 day compliant. Then she got 2 days compliant for, actually, that one was even shorter, for like 5 weeks. Now she's at 3 days compliant. So was that 0, 1, and 2, was that a failure? Heck no. She's still moving in the right direction. It's just at a different pace than somebody else, right? That's okay, because everyone's lifestyle, their starting position, their mind, everything is so different from one another. We have similarities, but there's so many differences and uniqueness about each woman, right? So I encourage you to really sit back and say, where am I at right now? What is a realistic expectation that I can conquer? Then set another goal. Conquer, then set another goal, conquer, then set, right? That is the lifestyle side, and enjoying the journey, trusting the process, being in the journey and not rushing it versus I have to get to the finish line of smashing my goals or I fail. It's like, but we should learn habits at the same time. Otherwise, is it really worth it to hit your goals? Because if you don't have the lifestyle habits in place, how can you maintain it, right? You always want to maintain it. You're putting in the work. Let's just do it. The only way out is through, right? Don't try to take shortcuts. It's like just learn the habits, have the grace for yourself day by day, day by day, day by day. And if you're practicing the right habits as much as you can, it's going to unfold into a very beautiful, healthy lifestyle, but just give it time, okay? So I said, this means, I talked about this yesterday. This means learning how to eat within the parameters of your macros. Not for restriction, ladies, but to actually teach your lifestyle. This is what my body needs right now. I'm going to practice eating within this instead of thinking, I just want more cake or I just want more food. I'm so hungry. It's like, you may be a little hungry. There's a lot of tools to work through to get through those feelings, right? But at the same time, it's like you may be used to overeating for the last year. Give yourself space and time to learn to be okay with feeling a little hungry, to learn to be okay with choosing new food options, right? To just be okay with things changing. Type A'ers out there, learn to release the control a little bit. It's so hard because you feel like you have more control if you're white knuckle gripping it, but you have less control because you're basically giving away your control. The control really is self-control, right? Self-discipline to learn how to work to eat within your macros. So macros are a great tool for that. This means learning how to choose healthier options. For example, this isn't super common, I think, with our population, our clientele, but I just want to give this example because it's a very stark example. She said, well, I ate Panda Express and my macros were just way off the charts. It's like, well, yeah, Panda Express is not a healthy option. Like there are ways that you can maybe have smaller portion sizes. We can work through it. But at the same time, what other restaurants were available? Let's practice finding a restaurant with healthier options to set you up for more success. So then again, it's being okay with letting go of unhealthy restaurants, letting go of unhealthy choices at the grocery store. Not all or nothing, ladies. It can be one choice at a time, one food option at a time, one restaurant at a time per month, right? It can be slow. 1% in the right direction over time is going to compound into a lot of percent growth in the right direction, right? This means doing things differently than you've done in the past and being okay with it, right? Being okay with change, being okay with not being super competent at something because it's new. So many of us want to excel immediately. I do too. I'm a 3 on the Enneagram. If any of you take the Enneagram, like I like to be excellent at all times, but that's not realistic. And it's a constant point of growth for me still. You guys, if you get my emails, I'm sorry. I suck at them. I'm trying. I want to give you all the valuable information, but they're hard for me. And it's frustrating that it's hard for me. But instead of taking it as like, I'm not doing that, I'm not competent at it, I say, I really want to bring value to these women's lives. I know I'm not great at it. I just need to learn. I just need to learn. So it's taking, okay, I'm going to send one email this week and I'm going to take that as a win where my colleague is sending 5, right? Not comparing, meeting yourself where you're at, being okay with change and knowing you can do hard things and being okay with not being super competent and knowing that it just requires more learning, right? We're all so busy. You don't have to race to the finish line of that learning. It can be 5 minutes of learning per day, okay? And you guys are here. You're learning right now. Thank you for being here. I love that. I value you. I see you. It's wonderful. You're investing in your future, learning these things and being fed with positivity, sustainability, solution-based speaking, right? So that's always also obviously what I want to bring to you ladies. So the other one, I kind of just said this, but I want to say how I wrote it out. This means learning new things, exploring, falling, getting back up, falling again, and continuing to get back up and try new things, right? It's also adventure. Human needs. We need certainty, but we also need uncertainty, which is the adventure, right? So allow yourself to have that and allow yourself to try new things. This also plays along with just higher quality of life, right? This means reaching out for help and support when you don't have the answers, not feeling like you have to do it yourself, but realizing I'm trying to totally change my lifestyle or optimize your lifestyle. Some of you have a great lifestyle. It's just optimizing it to the next level, right? A bit healthier nutrition, more dialed in macros, more dialed in lifting program, learning how to balance and space your food a little better, how to manage social events and eating out a little bit better, right? So some of you may already be there. Some of you are not at all, and that's okay. We can all step up. We can all step forward, right? For higher quality of life. But being okay with saying, oh my gosh, I need help. I don't have this answer. And that's okay. You're still exceptionally smart. Everyone has their zone of genius. It's okay if this naturally isn't yours. This is an immensely dense subject that is ever changing in the research. So it's okay, right? Same thing again. It means being okay with the learning curve and not being excellent right away. The lifestyle side is how you overcome the body struggle and maintain your results for the rest of your life, right? You guys, and so my question for you, I want to share one more piece, but please share if you're willing to do it. I would love to hear, where are you struggling lifestyle wise right now, if you even know, and let me solve it. We'll do like a Q&A right now. If you guys have questions, or if you're like, gosh, this is just what I've been experiencing right now, let me help you solve it. So please comment that. I'd really appreciate it. So just so I can provide you more value, right? That's why I'm here. But I also want to talk about this next piece while hopefully those are coming in. So like I said, the lifestyle side is how you overcome body struggle and how you maintain for the rest of your life. So some of you may have heard me share this a few times, but I want to share it again, especially for those who haven't heard it. So I am today 8 weeks post-op from a surgery, and I could not lift. Well, I was cleared after 4 weeks, barely. Today, I am fully cleared to exercise. So I have lifted, I think 3 times or like 2.5 times in that entire time. My body looks the exact same, like 99% the exact same. I have not hardly been tracking macros during this time. In the beginning, I was. The last 4 weeks, I really haven't been. So why is it so easy for me to maintain? I've developed a lifestyle, right? I choose healthy choices everywhere I go, not for restriction, but because I like it. I like how my body feels being fit. I like how my body feels with high energy. I like how my body feels with high quality food. The more you practice those habits, the more you're like, oh my gosh, this does feel so good. I don't even want those things anymore, the unhealthy things. I don't want to have low activity anymore, right? The change is the hardest part. After the change, when you just keep practicing the right thing, it gets easier and easier and easier and easier and easier and easier and more natural. And then at some point, it's like, this is just who I am. So it's very easy to maintain results, but it requires that lifestyle development. We have to do that lifestyle development. A lot of it too is rewiring thought processes, feeling like I have to do cardio all the time, or how can I possibly shed fat, right? I have to undereat, or I'm just going to blow up and gain weight. I have to do more because I'm not seeing results. It's like, none of those things are actually true, right? But it takes time to hear that, believe that, and then act on it, right? It doesn't happen overnight. What if you have 100 thought processes that we have to rewire, plus teaching you how to lift at the next level, plus teaching you macros at the next level? That's a lot of things. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. One day at a time, one tiny task at a time, right? It's so much more doable that way. It gives yourself more realistic expectations. And that way, too, you're seeing success instead of success riding on perfection. 7 out of 7 compliance, hitting every workout, hitting all sleep, no stress, right? Unrealistic. So we always want to have really realistic goals, always with the lifestyle focus, a very healthy habit. Just stack those healthy habits, because that's going to help you develop your lifestyle. Another reason, I know I said this yesterday, but why I hate cheat days. It's training you to binge eat. It's training binge eating cycles. It's really dangerous. I don't like that at all. Let's just practice healthy living, right? It's okay to mess up a million times. Get back up again, right? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You so got this. You so got this. It takes time. Every single person can achieve it. Some women, it will take years. Some women, it will not. It will take 6 months, right? It just depends on the person. Ladies, was this helpful for you today? Did you find this valuable? Does it help your mindset? I would love to know. I know this is such a big piece. And then also tomorrow, I'll go back into, I created that post in our group saying, what problems are you facing right now? I'll go in and I'll start solving those again as well. Once I've solved them all, like, or helped you like just talk through it, right? Solve those problems. I'll create another post and let's just keep solving problems, because every problem solved might bring awareness of another problem, but that's great because then we can solve that one and the next one and the next one. And then again, just over time, establishing that lifestyle and establishing your physique and everything that you want. But give it time. Great, ladies. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. I hope that helped a lot. And I hope it just, you're able to take away maybe some different thought processes or actionable steps. If you have any questions or want to chat, just click my name, send me a message, and we'll just talk through whatever you need. Okay. Beautiful. Have a great day, love. See you later.